Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dream of Fantastic Dream podcast. Today is March 28th, 2022, and today we are playing Battle of the Lands, where we will be putting lands head to head with a series of questions and what is truly the best, in our opinion. We are your hosts, Jared Covert, Skylar Gifford, and Armida Flores.
Hello.
It's nice to have you back, bud. It's been a while.
I know. I was visiting family, so I had a short little breaky.
A breaky. We all had a breaky. I worked overtime, so.
Oof.
It feels weird though. It felt like it was, I know it was like a week, but it felt like a long time that we didn't do anything.
It's because we're actually friends outside of this podcast, so not talking to each other for a week felt weird.
That is true as well. Yeah, and I'm going to warn you, Jared, as well. I am, because I worked overtime this week. I have half a vocal cord and one brain cell.
Okay.
So if I say anything weird, that's why.
So two skies, got it.
Wow. It's fine. It's fine.
Yikes.
It's okay.
Oh my God, that was great. So two blondes today instead of one. Two for the price of one.
Sky is so happy to have the insults back too.
The alternative is me simping for him and not being able to function properly. So I think we'll take the insults.
This is what happens when you become close, like really close friends with me. There's going to be a span of like a month where I just insult you every chance I get. But after that, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. For me, it's my mess ups. You should, that one good news that we did.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Are you guys ready just to dive into tonight? Is there anything you want to say before we start?
No. Question.
Yeah,
what's up?
I don't. Armida just seemed like she really had something to say.
No, I just the events of last night and the Oscars, and I just want to acknowledge that's a thing on my mind, but that's not Disney related, so we're not going to talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. Okay, I will say this though. Last night's performance of quote unquote we don't talk about Bruno was absolute crap. I said a bad word. I'm sorry.
That's a bad word.
Big girl words.
That's bad. I brought out big. That's a
my dad
big
openly
word for
says
him.
fuck at the dinner table.
Oh my God! Stop.
That's a curse word for Elmo.
That's a big swear word for Elmo. No, it was. I hated it. How are you gonna advertise it as? Oh, Jared, have you seen it? You haven't seen it, have you?
No.
You're gonna hate it.
I'm not.
Jeremy was on it.
Jeremy was on it.
I was about to say
he was like a little blur in the corner, and I was like, "That's it."
Yes.
I was so mad. I wanted more Jeremy. I wanted the actual number.
Yeah, but, so it was like in the background, it was like a globe, and it was like featuring all these like TikTok people, and like stuff like that.
They didn't show it on screen. They just had it revolving in the back.
Yeah.
With lyrics that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know why they chose that.
I hated it. Megan Thee Stallion showed up with an original rap. They had the original cast there for one verse, and that was it.
Do I have to watch it?
Yes, so you can feel my pain. I hated it.
Cruel and unusual punishment.
I was so upset. So upset.
We know what Armida 0 is this week.
God, I hate it.
Okay, shall we jump right into the questions?
Let's move on from movies to parks, shall we?
Okay. So, what's up?
Oh, I was gonna say, can we get a layout of all the lands so I have an idea?
And we're doing like Magic Kingdom / Disneyland. Is that correct?
I went more. I did. I was thinking foreign as well.
Okay.
I have answers for other parks, not just America.
I feel like I can't answer some of these if I haven't been there. So I will say that.
All of mine are American. And
okay.
I think all of mine are Disney World.
That's okay.
What a surprise.
It's going to be a big fight. We have foreign, Disneyland, and Disney World. So this will be fun. That'll actually be interesting.
Yeah, so we're gonna be battling. We're not really battling, but like discussing what we think is the best in different situations. Whether it be like food related attractions, just overall like our most enjoyable moments in these different places and what means a lot to us. So this will be
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh yeah.
So, so the first one is, what land has the most rich atmosphere and theming to bring you into the story of that land?
AKA most immersive. um I think I'm gonna say this one was hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, no, it's not that hard. I'm gonna pick Adventureland in Disneyland, with Cars Land being a close second.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Cars Land is a close second.
Okay. Sky.
I was gonna say Thunder Mesa, Disneyland Paris.
He's already coming out with the foreign parks. Okay.
I know
I'm gonna have to Google
The
these.
way
I know,
they
he's
have.
pretending he's been there, and
I've watched so
You
much
can
stuff
look at
about it and
pictures,
stuff.
yeah.
But the way they have Phantom Manor and Thunder Mountain in the same area,
Oh,
themed
that's
to
right.
like each other, like that old
Mm.
West mining town is just a really cool idea.
I feel like I
Forgot
know
about
a
that.
lot more about specific attractions in foreign parks than I do about the actual lay of the land.
Yes.
It's valid. Yeah.
Because I don't think I can properly understand how everything works until I'm there.
It's that one brain cell this week.
Yeah. My one brain cell and half a vocal cord.
Like I spend my time watching documentaries about theme parks. So it's like,
Yeah.
this is what I do in my free time.
Shocker. No one's gonna be surprised by my answer.
What is it?
I'm gonna say specifically the Japan Pavilion in Epcot.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I feel
Okay.
like Epcot has such a foot traffic that is similar to the shopping district of Tokyo, essentially.
Yeah.
So I feel like specifically when you're in Japan, it feels the most authentic.
It does. It really does.
I feel that a lot actually when you're like over in Norway.
Yeah.
With like the Greek or the Norse gods.
The Norse gods?
Yeah. I was thinking Greek because of Marvel, but the Norse gods and how they like theme it to like their ancient culture. But yeah, I get that. It's cool.
I said Adventureland because specifically in Disneyland, because it is so, and the reason why I didn't put Cars Land first is because I don't think it's hard for us to imagine ourselves in the American Southwest in the middle of California.
Yes.
That's valid. Yeah.
It's just, oh, this is like 2 hours that way, essentially, is what Cars Land feels like. Everything is just themed to the movie specifically. So it does do a good job of being in the movie, but the movie's set in America. So we don't have a hard time imagining ourselves there, right? Adventureland really it's a very like enclosed area, I feel like. And it's very easy to conceal the rest of the park from Adventureland. Like it's very, you're not looking at like New Orleans Square from Adventureland. The trees have they serve a great purpose. The ground is specifically themed. The rides are deep within the jungle. So you kind of are seeing multiple, I just think the theming of it takes me to another time and another place at the same time. That's why I put that first.
Yeah, but then you go too far and then you just see like the Rivers of America and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about though.
All right, so the next one is, what land has the best overall attractions?
I didn't think about this.
I'm going to say Tomorrowland.
I was going to say Tomorrowland and Disney World.
Yeah, Disney World, I think, is a good one.
But I think I just have, well, first off, it's because the original 1971 World's Fair first place winner is there.
Mhm,
Carousel of Progress.
mhm.
Um, and also, I mean, who doesn't love the People Mover?
It's true.
And you also have Space Mountain
Mhm,
and Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin.
mhm.
I feel like it's a good collage of rides.
Yeah. Let me think. I am gonna pull a wild card out, which is probably gonna this guy's gonna be like, oh, of course you said that. I'm gonna go with Fantasyland in
I knew it.
California.
Yep. Storybook Canal, Matterhorn,
Exactly.
Small World.
I think for the range that it has, I think that, in my opinion, is the best. A close second for me is Fantasyland in Florida.
I almost chose that actually.
Fantasyland
Original
in
or new?
Florida. New.
New
Or both.
Fantasyland.
Or both. Both. Honestly, I feel like both together make Fantasyland. I think both Fantasylands together kick California's booty.
Yeah.
In my
That's
opinion.
fair. Yeah.
But that also being said is that I think the reason why it doesn't come out on top for me is because solely the fear factor of Matterhorn, I think, makes it a little bit more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole like, watch out, Harold's gonna get you, is the appeal for me that makes it like an adventure and a romance and
I don't know. Mine Train's
like,
pretty good though.
and feeling like a princess. Mine Train is still in princess territory for me. Not so much like,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm gonna die, but more so like just princess territory. I don't really feel like an adventurer on that ride. But I feel like Matterhorn is like a combination, like Fantasyland in California is a combination of thrills and me crying over romance and Small World. Specifically California Small World specifically. And that's why Florida's Fantasyland is second, because Florida's Small World sucks.
Yeah.
That's why. It sucks.
There's a lot of rides in Fantasyland that aren't. It's like it's almost exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. I will say, for the lack of the Snow White's Enchanted Wish in Florida, Little Mermaid makes up for it just fine. I accept it.
It's mainly just for the facade though. The ride's exactly the same.
Oh, but I liked it.
No, I'm not saying it's not cool, because that's what makes the ride.
I like it, but I think having it in Fantasyland in Florida makes up for the lack of a Snow White ride.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be where Winnie the Pooh was,
Mhm.
until they.
Oh, but Florida has Winnie the Pooh. Darn.
We have Winnie the Pooh too, though.
I know, but
It's just in Critter Country.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about Fantasyland, though.
I mean,
No,
would
I'm
you
gonna
rather put it there?
I'm gonna do it for small. I'm gonna choose California for Small World, specifically
Yeah.
for Small World,
That's the better choice.
because I feel, and I told Jeremy this the other day on the show, that the equivalent of seeing Cinderella's castle in Florida is seeing Small World in California.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Small World really does get you right in the feels.
Hit me with that next question.
Yes.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
If any of you guys want to cut in and take over, Fernie, go ahead. But what
Okay.
area has the best character interactions and experiences?
I think there's one correct answer.
Yes.
R.I.P.
I was actually gonna say Disneyland's for Fantasyland.
I was gonna say Toontown.
I was gonna say Toontown.
Really?
I was also gonna
Well,
say Toontown.
Toontown is literally their houses. The
Toontown,
entire thing is a character integration
Yeah.
and experience.
the whole point of Toontown was for character interactions.
See, but like with Disneyland, like there in Fantasyland, you can just like walk around and stroll with the characters, like go on rides with them.
I know, but I feel like they don't.
They don't fit.
think they fit into the atmosphere,
No, they don't.
because the atmosphere is like a collage of all the classic movies, and
Mhm.
having the characters walk into an area that's a different movie feels off to me.
It does. You're
That's
right.
fair.
I have to agree. Fantasy Fair would be the one exception, because it's supposed to
Yes.
be one area.
Yes.
But that being said, I have to agree with the Toontown because I think it just fits. Oh, you know what? There's one more. Pixar Pier.
Really?
I'm kind of surprised.
I do like the character integration and interactions that happen at Pixar Pier. I do, because I think going back to the idea of like there really is no one set character place, I don't think. And so having all the Pixar characters just go there feels right to me.
Okay.
But that's
can feel
second.
that.
That's second to Toontown.
Second.
What land and attractions have the best hidden details? There's a lot of cool hidden Easter eggs, like hidden around the parks.
I have the answer I want to say, but it's not the correct answer.
What are you gonna say?
The correct answer is Main Street.
Oh, that's not what I was.
That's not what I was thinking.
I was thinking Main Street in California. The details are redonkulous.
For hidden details, I think it's gonna be what is it? Adventureland.
Ooh, okay.
Because it literally there's hidden Mickeys in the pavement because it's scattered with gems and rocks.
Yeah.
And they made the point to make hidden Mickeys out of it.
Mhm.
The answer that I wanted to say was attraction, in the answer is living with the land. Got the Mickeys and the veggies.
I was gonna say the Nepal area for Everest. There's so much like detail and like
that's
fine
a good
design. And like
the
the
Asia area. Yeah.
They make those like the telephone lines like super messed up to like fit the theming of the area.
Asia in Animal Kingdom really is quite spectacular.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
All right. So what land do you connect with the most? Whether it be senses, your overall love for that area. Just personally, what do you connect to the most?
I don't know either. Besides Mexico,
the Mexico Pavilion is really cool.
I know y'all are thinking it, whether it be y'all two or the listeners. Somebody's thinking it, so I'm just gonna say it and move on, and I'm gonna pick something else.
I feel like I connect to everything, so that's why I'm having such an issue with it.
I'm feeling Fantasyland or Adventureland in California. But you know what? I think emotionally, I have to pick Avengers Campus.
Okay.
And Sky knows why. That's not a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have a tie between two, and it's the Norway Pavilion in Epcot and Fantasyland in Magic Kingdom. Because those ones stick out more to me than anything else, because those are the two locations that I got to work in.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Because I attended Elsa and Anna, and I also attended all the princesses in Princess Fairy Tale Hall.
Yeah, so Avengers Campus is definitely one. My other one has to be Pixar Pier. For Avengers Campus being where, Sky and I started our love story, and then Pixar Pier being one of my closest friends in the whole world. Put a lot of his heart and soul into making that land happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I remember the person that I ever saw it, he was with me. And so, I love Pixar. So not only was it a treat for me just to see it, but to see it knowing that it was made at the hands of somebody that I really genuinely care about. That was just like something I walked in and the Nemo theme was playing. And I was like, I'm going to lose it, dude. It was such a wonderful emotional experience just to be there and have him go, oh, there's that detail that I put there. There's that detail. And this is my project. And I'm doing this one too. And I was like, oh, wow. It was insane. So
Yeah, mine has to be either Cars Land at night, like walking into it, because I love Cars as like a movie. And just like the detail that they did for that was insane. Either that or New Orleans Square and Disneyland, with the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean, especially during the holidays when they have the overlay and it's all like decorated with like the Christmas lights and stuff like that. It's really cool.
You do love that overlay.
You do love that one.
So much.
It's so good. Also, you and I, honey, we cried on Pixar Pier, my very first trip. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because you were leaving and you were freaking out.
It was the first time that I was gonna leave him. And so like I remember like we cried on Pixar Pier together. So that's another reason why I like that one.
So this kind of goes hand in hand, but what restaurant do you like care about or connect to the most? And what land has the best snacks?
Woo!
Yeah, we're getting into the food territory.
Snacky snack.
I mean, best snacks. I'm just gonna group it in as a whole. It's World Showcase at Epcot.
I agree. Yeah,
that's a good one.
As far as restaurant that I connect to the most, give me a minute.
Okay, I have mine.
Go for it.
Carnation Cafe. And that doesn't mean it's my favorite food, but I just have an emotional connection to it because my sister and I used to go there all the time together. My mother introduced it to me, and ever since then, my sister and I, whenever we go to Disney, we always go together, and we like to eat breakfast right at the gate so we can people watch when we go.
That's cute.
And then when my dad came for the first time in like 10 years, when he came to visit me when I was living there, I took him to Carnation as well. So it's a good little family. It's a little Flores sentimental spot, Carnation Cafe.
Mine is, I have two. So my first one is Hungry Bear restaurant next to Splash.
Of course it is.
Because I love like the way it's like docked on top of the Winnie the Pooh ride, and I think it's like got a beautiful view of like the river with the steamboat. And it's just a really cool environment. You can see like the island and stuff like that, but also Tortilla Joe's. And downtown Disney, that was the first restaurant I actually went to when I moved to California. And it was also the first restaurant that we went to, so that was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You saw it on my face. I was like, he did not just not mention that was our first date.
But yeah, no, I love the atmosphere of that restaurant. I love the food. But yeah, if we're talking snacks, either DCA. I love the wine. I drink too much of it there.
I know.
I love the cheese boards.
I love the cheese board.
Yeah, it's really good. Or World Showcase in Epcot.
Yeah. Mexico.
I don't know if I have a restaurant. Been going back and forth about it. The one that has the most like family connection for me is Brown Derby in Hollywood Studios, because since I can remember, I've gone there every time I went to Disney with my grandparents and my mom. So that restaurant is a constant memory and a consistent must-have.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, how is the Cobb salad there?
It's so good, Skylar. It's so good.
I want to go so bad because everyone's like, it's the best thing ever.
Literally, y'all have convinced me to go get, because I'm like, y'all talk about that freaking Cobb salad. And the only fast food place I have a gift card to is Chick-fil-A because I got it for Christmas. So I'm like, I need to go to work and I need something to do. I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A just to get my lunch. And I see Cobb salad on the menu. And now I can't stop eating that darn Cobb salad.
Good.
And I'm so mad about it.
Why are you mad? It's good.
I'm putting all my gift card money into that one Cobb salad over and over and over and over again.
Jared, have you been to Paradiso 37?
Yes.
Dude, their Cobb salad is so good. And Disney Springs, oh my gosh.
If we're talking like my own personal connection, though, it's gonna be San Angel Inn because I remember as a little boy walking into the Mexico Pavilion and just being so utterly awestruck. Like my mind it couldn't wrap around the thought of, oh, it's just covered in here. Like I thought we teleported to like nighttime in this little Mexican pavilion, and then we were sitting under the stars and there were boats going by us. It enchanted me since when I was little. So
Dude, their theming, I don't know how they do it. Like it just like
they don't do it like they did it back then.
I miss it so much.
I've never been to that restaurant, but like I love how like I probably would actually, but like you go in there and it looks really tiny, but it's huge. Like
It's
there's so much in there.
better.
It's half the pavilion.
I know, yeah.
It's so good.
But yeah.
All right, what land gives you the most nostalgia?